coming out right now. We're doing 4 bans this time around, this tournament, so it should make things a lot more interesting, as well as no mirror matches. So these guys are just going to finish up their bans and picks real fast. Gizmo will be joining me shortly. He is actually an emergency diver and got called out this morning, so lots of fun there. But he will be back ASAP. Looks like we have an Azmodan pick, an Anubarak, and Sylvanas. Wow, a lot of pushing power here on Mittens' side. Brightwing. Alright, well, we have Brightwing and Anubarak versus the pretty crazy pushing power of Azmodan and Sylvanas. This should be really interesting to see if the extra sustain and damage potential of both Anubarak and Brightwing can overcome this crazy pushing power. So let's get on into game 1 and see how this goes.
Heroes.
Alright, guys. On this side, we have Mittens and Kupo versus Americappa and Regulus on Azmodan and Anubarak, excuse me, and Brightwing.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Please forgive any technical difficulties as we start out. We're doing a bunch of new fun stuff here with music and transitions and all that kind of stuff, so it's a little painful the very first time you do it, but hopefully get it all going for you here. Talent-wise, we've got Sylvanas starting out with the wind. That extra Withering Fire range is a really good thing, especially for chasing down Taste for Blood. Oh, it looks like Azmodan's doing the stacking damage. Should be interesting to see if he can actually build a decent amount of stacks on just this one lane. Scarab Assault with Anubarak. Oh, hot, heavy damage. Wow! Brightwing and Anubarak owning Sylvanas there. Great dive into the stunning kill there. Looks like Brightwing's going damage, not too surprising considering they probably will need that extra damage seeing as they're running the support and the tank. Anubarak going back real quick. Oh no. Decided not to. This is going to be really hard with the General and Sylvanas coming up, especially when they hit the towers. They're really going to be able to negate those towers from firing on them. That pulse heal from Brightwing, though, is really going to help these guys out, especially as we go on, because unless Sylvanas takes her healing talent a little later, she and Asmodan really don't have a good way to get that health back, which is very important in 2v2. Unless you have to go back to better. Man, they just clear waves so fast. It's pretty insane. And there's that Sylvanas knocking those towers out. Already almost out of ammo. Here on the side of Jong. And for those of you that are new joining us, this is a mid lane only 2v2 to the death, or succinctly to the first keep. Right here. Once that keep goes down, then the game is over. Participants are allowed to back at any time they want, but that does take extra time to make it all the way back to lane, which Kim Jong-win is going to kind of avoid, at least with the Brightwing, because of that teleport that will help really get her back into lane quickly. Very even though so far on the XP, even with that one kill. Those early kills just aren't worth all that much. Level 4 talents are out though. Unsurprisingly, we have Envenom from Sylvanas, just some of that extra burst damage, extra lane empowerment from Asmodan, and continuation of the Beetle build, which is Nubarak's very strong build right now. And promote on Brightwing again, no surprise there. You want all the pushing power you can in this mode. Brightwing taking a lot of damage. They'll both go back for their fountain. Brightwing is going all the way back. Now, there's that teleport. That's going to be extremely useful, especially later on, as right now the death timers really aren't a huge deal, but especially once you get to that 10, 12, 15 minute mark, the death timers start becoming longer, and you can really get a lot of pushing in quickly. So any type of time saving you can get. Oh, heavy damage on Sylvanas. Nice stun by Marikappa. Oh, and Mittens just barely gets the teleport out. Very close. Had a game just the other night. I tell you, when people just escape just by that little bit, it's very frustrating. Like Marikappa is going to go back fully. Let's see if Mittens and Kupo can get a really good push in right now. That promote on Brightwing, I think, is really going to end up paying dividends for these guys. Those promoted minions, at least right now. And remember, this is just a few days before our new patch, but it is not out yet. So that promote right now makes those minions incredibly strong. We'll be coming up on level 7 talents soon though, and that'll be another power boost for both these teams. But usually it's always the level 10s where things really get interesting. We'll see a lot of the aggression start going out. Looks like we have 36 bonus damage so far on that Azmodan. Definitely we'll have to keep an eye on that as we go. And Mittens, I mean, caught out a little bit, but it doesn't look like Americap will have the mana to chase him down. Maracapa and Regulus are actually doing a really good job holding Sylvanas and Kupo back. He's getting really low, using the teleport again. Oh, the beetle almost finishes it, but it doesn't quite get there. Oh, another heartbreaker there, just for almost death, but not quite. Depending on how long this game goes, that globe is definitely going to start hurting quite a bit. And this is a really good combo, actually, because Sylvanas can use her damage spread to stun the enemies and get them low for Azmodan's load to finish off. It's like Kim Jong-Win's towers are getting dangerously low, both now running out of ammo completely. Venom is out from Mittens, but didn't quite have the follow-up to do a whole lot with it. I'll tell you, those promoted minions really can take a beating. Also, for those of you who are sad, yes, Gizmozord will be here next game. As I was saying before, he was out on a dive-op and was delayed shortly. But you won't have to listen to me, just me all day, which I'm sure you'll be wonderfully grateful for. Maracapa really seems to want Mittens. Mittens getting kind of low. I just don't know if Brightwing's got the mana to get that follow-up in. Maracapa going in hard. Mittens just bagging off. Mittens has still got the mana, even if not the health. That's one thing the team's going to have to be really careful about. A lot of people underestimate the power of that Azmodan laser. Oh, large damage onto Mittens. Oh, able to kill him before he could get the teleport off. Well done to Kim Jong-Un for that, but they are having to really clear their base right now. They've lost their tower, first tower and gate, and their second is out of ammo completely. There again, there's the power of that Brightwing, just going back, getting full, and then getting right back in there immediately. Sylvanas is making her way back while Kim Jong-Un tries to get this wave pushed back up. Looks like another Venom going out on Regulus. Not a whole lot of follow-up. Looks like Maracapa is going back for mana, but this second tower, frontline tower, is going to fall. And now both teams have level 10. So let's take a look at what kind of talents we've got. Wailing Arrow, of course, from Sylvanas makes a whole lot of sense, as Possession is completely worthless right now. Oh, ult has been popped, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to do a whole lot of good. Black Pool from Azmodan, I assume to just empower that Globe of Annihilation, which is now in 72 bonus damage. Locust Swarm from Nubarak, great heal, and then Blink Heal as well from Brightwing. So there's going to be a lot of sustain there. for them. That Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas is really going to be key in trying to get some kills off on these guys. Lots of damage going out on the Mittens. Wailing Arrow is out, but there's no follow-through. More of a defensive measure, really, it looks like. Mittens still very low. Regulus and Americappa really being able to maintain that health from the Brightwing, Blink Heal, and Pulse Healing. Take a look at the level 7 talents real fast. It looks like you got Gust of Healing, which is turns Brightwing's Heal into an activatable D for some Pulse Healing. The Leeching Scarabs on Anubarak, which again is a great talent for this because anything sustained is very helpful. Infernal Globe, just making that Globe of Annihilation that much scarier. And Exploding Minions, again, just another one of those. Clear the minion waves faster, get to the towers faster. Americappa taking a lot of damage. This is where the pushing power of Anubarak, or Azmodan and Sylvanas is really going to come into play. They are chunking this fort. Ult is up on Americappa. Lots of damage going out on Mittens. Gets the teleport in, but they're not that far. They weren't quite able to finish that up. Mittens did have the pool, so shouldn't have to go back quite yet. Really good engage by Kim Jong-un though. Still, they do need to get some damage onto these towers. We only have one of their towers at half health. The rest are looking pretty healthy, both health and ammo-wise. But their 2 extra kills have really kept these levels almost dead even this whole time. Looks like we might have an engage. Americappa going dangerously low with no mana as well. Venom goes out. Wailing Arrow hits the silence, but I don't know if they'll be able to finish him off. Waiting for the dunk. Waiting for the dunk. Ah, man. Oh! No. Okay, I would lie if I said I didn't want a dunk kill at least once this game. Looks like this first fort is going to go down. Americappa is very low. Oh! Sylvanas and Kupo now pushing forward very hard. Brightwing's going to have to be very careful. The combined pushing power of these guys is really just showing now. It's starting to overwhelm the damage potential of the Anubarak and the Brightwing. Mittens is now a little over, or almost a level ahead. Man. Oh, nice! Brightwing took that extra damage in the middle of her precision strike, and she was able to get Sylvanas directly in the middle. Looks like Kupo may fall as well. Anubarak ultimate came out. Yes! Very good impale by Anubarak, finishing them off, and that was a good break for these guys. They needed that. And this is what I was saying, once you get to the 15 plus minute stage, you're out for 20-30 seconds, and so your push potential becomes very high. Sylvanas just getting back. Azmodan still has another 10 or so seconds before he even spawns. So hopefully Kim Jong-un can take advantage of this situation. They did get both towers and the gate down, which is fantastic for them. XP is back to almost dead even, which will be a big deal as we close in on the level 16 talents. As far as 13s, we have Evasive Fire from Sylvanas and Relentless from Kupo. Assume, especially to kind of negate that polymorph and those stuns a little bit. Burning Rage from Nubarak, which is great, helps to clear those creep waves faster. And Phase Shield, it's a little extra sustain. Oh man, Sylvanas getting low! Barely got the teleport out. Mittens has just been doing great with those escapes this game. Both Regulus and Kappa low! Wailing Arrows out, but Mittens is so low! Kupo forced to retreat. Nubarak just misses the Burrow stun. It's like Kupo is gonna get away. Man, that would have been really bad for them if both of them had died. Good on Kupo for being able to get back in time and stay alive. Cap and Regulus know they've got another 10 seconds before Sylvanas even spawns, so they're going to try and push that wave as far as they can, try to get some damage in on that fort. Let's check the Asmodan stacks though. We're about at 18 minutes right now, and we're seeing another 144 bonus damage on that thing. So the longer this goes, especially teamed with that black pool, that damage can start getting pretty insane. And again, with the black pool, he should be able to, there you go, pretty much just destroy whole minion waves with that move alone, which is, oh man, this is dangerous pushing power. Jong win almost at 15. Even out that power. Okay, there we go. Lots of damage as they go in on Mittens. Great polymorph from Brightwing, but they weren't able to completely finish it off. Man, the General and that Promote together are just making for some insane pushing power. Oh, Mittens kind of getting almost a little caught out. Looks like he'll make the getaway, but man, I thought that was over for him. It's a great thing that Brightwing did go with that promote, because it's really helping even out some of the General and some of those extra minions that Asmodan is throwing out. Man, that globe is just annihilating those minion waves. They just can't get any sort of pushing force with them to try and take that fort. They're almost going to have to really rely on getting kills more so than their pushing power, and then pushing while their opponents are down. Oh, lots of damage, but Blink Heal. Brightwing out of there. Silence shot. Ah, perfect shot. Let's see if they can finish Regulus off. Oh, Blink Heal back onto Americappa, causing them to be able to take Sylvanas out. Regulus just doing an amazing job with that Blink Heal. And Americappa is doing a great job body blocking Kupo. I think he might go down. Wow. Look at that. Beautifully played team fight from Americappa and Regulus. The blink healing just back and forth to Americappa was absolutely insane. Kept himself alive, and with all those extra pulse heals is now almost back at full again. And we see Sylvanas has got 10, Azmodan's got about 20 seconds. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage before Mittens comes back up. That's what I was saying before. They're playing to their strengths. They don't have the raw pushing power that Mittens has, but they do have that crazy team fight as they've been showing, and so they've been focusing on that team fight, killing their opponents, and then pushing rather than trying to do the wave pushing. We are now up to 190 bonus damage from that Asmodan globe. This is when it gets pretty crazy, because now he can pretty much clear those minion waves constantly. All the ults are up, so we will most likely see the engage, and there's a Maracappa going in on Mittens. Silence is out from the polymorph. Don't know if they'll be able to catch back up or not. No ults were used, though. Maracappa going in on the Mittens again. Silenced, and oh, man, Brightwing has just been doing wonderfully at nailing those center precision strike shots. Kappa's really going to have to go on the defensive now. Doesn't want to get caught out. This should give Kim Jong-un a really good chance to get some of those secondary turrets and gate down. Asmodan's going to have a really hard time holding this by himself. Because of all this, it seems like Kim Jong-un is almost a level ahead now. Lots. Just looking at these talents, so many Blood for Bloods coming out, all but the Critterize, which makes sense on Brightwing. That's an extra 25% damage the Polymorph targets take, which is a pretty big deal. But we have a double Blood for Blood on Sylvanas and Asmodan, and if they both can get that off onto a Nubarak, his health will drop pretty drastically. Let's just check in on the old stats real fast. Looks like we've got 230 bonus damage, almost half of his max.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
And just up top, as you can see, this is something that will happen occasionally. There's unfortunately absolutely nothing we can do about it. Usually it happens late enough that the XP doesn't make a huge difference, but those minions on the top and bottom lane will be pushing regardless. Mittens, silenced, taking a lot of damage, will get away. Oh, it's getting so low. Dodges the impale. Nice juke by Mittens, but dangerously low. Hey, those little Asmodan beetles just, man, I got two characters with A names. The little Nubarak beetles just don't quit. Those AI upgrades last time really helped him out a ton. Just as far as viability and making that beetle build really good now. Asmodan and Nubarak. Kubo and Mittens really need to get just a strong push in. Mittens just needs to land a really good silencing arrow. It's really hard to say who you should go for first. You can get the silence off, Brightwing's a good target, but if not, that blink heal is going to really be able to keep Regulus a lot safer. Huge push, though, coming in from Mittens. Man, this has been a really back and forth game. Asmodan now with 266 bonus damage. You can really see just the massive amounts of health that chunks now. Looks like Maracappa and Regulus going hard onto Sylvanas. Lots of damage. Sylvanas just points out, but oh! The Locust! The Locust managed to get her. If they can take Kupo out, this could be game. Nice body blocking by Maracappa, but man, that health pool on Asmodan is just so big. This is going to be pretty key, though, because Sylvanas is down for 40 seconds. Asmodan is going to have to do a bang-up job of keeping these guys off this keep, because once that keep falls, it is game. And Kim Jong-un is now on the keep, going down quickly. Will they be able to... Oh, man! That chunk! The chunk from the dunk. Yes, I'm rhyming. And so much damage on Americappa, that's going to cause them to have to retreat. Cannot afford to die at the keep like that. But man, half health on that keep. Sylvanas is back up. They will have to do something. If they lose another person, even one, that keep is most likely going to fall. Man, this is intense. This has been super close. Asmodan and Sylvanas just need a little more XP to get to that coveted level 20. So much damage onto Sylvanas. Double stun and polymorph. Wow, they just wreck her. It's really hurting them bad because they just don't quite have that level 20, and now Nubarak's got that rewind and Brightwing's got that storm shield. They should be able to take this keep down now. It looks like the GGs are out. Wow, well played. What a great back and forth game. Congrats to all the teams. I am super looking forward to the next game they play now. Man, that was crazy. Man, I need to that was just so back and forth. Insane. I am going to throw a little bit of music on. I'm going to get Gizmo's butt onto the stream, and we are going to get set up with Game 2 of Kim Jong-un and Mittens. Hey guys, welcome back. Look who I found.
Hello, hello. What's up,
It's
guys?
Gizmozord. So yay, we have both of us now.
Oh yes,
So
yeah. Sorry, I
man,
was running a little late.
were you
Had
watching
some.
that? Were you watching the game?
I was. I
Was
showed up
that
right at
not
the beginning.
ridiculous?
It was amazing. The pushing power with Sylvanas and Nubrak. I mean,
See,
Asmodan
you're
at the
doing it
beginning
too.
was
You're doing
yeah.
it
No,
too.
it's the A's.
It
Was
is.
pretty strong early game, but then late game, the Nubrak self heals plus the Brightwing was just pretty tough to overcome.
Yeah, and it looks like we're actually getting started with the picks and bans. Um, Kim Jong Un banning Sylvanas, Mittens banning Asmodan, and then Kim Jong Un banning Nazebo. So pretty much, and Zagar is banned too. So basically, all the specialists, all the specialists. So we'll switch into game here real fast. I'll get this team stuff updated, and we'll see what the picks end up being. So it looks like for Kim Jong Un, we've got Tychus first pick. Kind of interesting. I haven't seen a Tychus for a while.
Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of Tychus, I'm super excited for the changes coming his way, hopefully this Tuesday. But you really don't see him picked that often right now, so we'll see how he does in the twos. I think this will be our first time seeing him in the twos tournament, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. Ooh, we have a Gazlo pick on the side of Mittens. Gazlo, very, very, basically the only like pushing specialist left that was not banned. I really liked the Brightwing Anubarak combo.
Yeah, it was
I
really worked
totally
really
had
well.
not thought about it, but between some of the damage that Anubarak can pull off right now, plus Brightwing's polymorph and heals and stuff, so it looks like we have Hammer as our second pick on the side of Kim Jong Un.
That's not too bad. Tychus should be able to do some decent peeling for Hammer with his knockback on his
Sure.
grenade and his slow, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, I was expecting to either see a ton of Anubarak today or a ton of bans on him, just because of where he's at right
Oh
now.
yeah,
with
he's
nerfs
so
coming out.
strong right now. Oh, we have a Kael'thas pick. This is super fun. This is super fun. So it's pretty squishy team on both sides, really. Very little sustain this time, and more just all-out damage.
Kale Thas is actually, I tried him out in twos, I think last week, and he is surprisingly strong at it. Especially, I think me and Smash were playing, we did a Kale Thas Jaina combo, and while we were extremely squishy, the amount of burst we could put out was almost impossible to deal with, at least early game.
Oh yeah, especially once he hits that 16 point,
Yeah.
that's when he gets absolutely insane. So as soon as we get Kappa readying up, we should be good to go. Alright guys, here we go. Game 2, Base Mittens versus Kim Jong-un. So, just looking at these teams, Gizmo, what are you thinking?
I don't know, honestly, because I've never seen Tychus in the twos. We know Hammer is excellent in the twos. We've seen play before with him. I'm going to, if I had to place my bet, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Sergeant Hammer and Tychus. But I don't know. We'll have to see with the Gazlo and
I think it's really going to depend how long they can drag this game out. First off, we got Mittens on KT and Kupo on Gazlo over there.
10 seconds.
Then, yeah, Marikappa on Tychus and Regulus on Hammer.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Yeah, I think if Mittens can extend the game to level 16 when Kael'thas gets the silly, stupid Ignite Living Bomb combo, there could be some big blow-ups.
Yeah, and Kael'thas, I feel, is going to be a pretty decent counter to Hammer. He's just going to have to find that balance of getting off that burst damage and getting out without Tychus holding him in there.
Well, especially if he can land the stun, flame strike, living bomb combos, which he may have an easier time doing just if he can catch Hammer out in siege mode. Wow,
Yeah,
lots of
and right
damage
now-
going on to Tychus! Wow!
Very early kill for this twos. That's gonna give base Mittens a pretty decent early lead. So
Yeah, they will
Well,
be
the
hitting
distance-
level
that
2 very
timer's-
quickly.
are short. Let's see what they do. Yeah, that Kael'thas damage on siege is just gonna be
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a
a
lot.
big problem.
Man, that stun combo. Look at that, Marikappa just dropping like a rock.
Yeah, see, I was worried about that overkill on Kael'thas from Tychus, but with that combo, it's really not a problem at all.
The awesome thing too about their Gazlo pick is Gazlo can really zone well with his turrets. So even in a chase scenario, he can kind of force you back, and then you've got those turrets hitting you at the same time.
Yes. And let's go ahead and see what talents they have. Gazlo picked up Regeneration Master. Kael'thas fell in Fusion.
Is that the heal?
That is the heal each
That is the
time he
heal.
activates Verdant Spears. Tychus with Dash and Sergeant Hammer with Advanced Artillery. So,
Now, one thing to note, we usually like to mention for these twos, a lot of times you will see talents that aren't normally picked, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with. There are a lot of talents that normally wouldn't be good in, say, a 5s game that are actually incredible in a 2s game. And so Kael'thas specifically is going for that sustain, especially since they have no healer. Lots of damage from Marikappa going out onto Mittens. Nice grenade toss. Finish him off.
yeah, a couple interesting picks here with Sergeant Hammer not going with the Generation Master. It's especially with no support on their team. It's a little bit surprising to me, especially since you're wanting to stay in the lane as long as possible in this two situation.
I wonder if we'll see Vampiric Assault out of her.
And then also the Kael'thas, you do have that little heal, but he's gonna be wishing he had that larger mana pool towards the end of the game, I think.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Looks like we have level 4 on the side of Mittens. Let's see what they grab. Oh, level 4's all around. No surprise coming out of Tychus there. That melting point does extra damage to structures and minions. Very solid pick in 2s. And then, yeah, I was right. Vampiric Assault coming out of Hammer. Not surprising. But
Yes,
man, they're just assaulting those towers.
Netherwind picked up by Kael'thas, another interesting pick that you definitely don't really see picked in 5s. Let's see how it works out in the 2s.
This will definitely make it easier for him to land those stuns. Honestly, I'm really impressed at how much pushing power Mittens is putting out right now.
Yeah, his damage is just incredible. Kael'thas is in a
And
really good spot
Tychus
in this game
getting
right now.
super low again, having to go back. Of course, we do know a lot of the power in Hammer is in her late game, if they can survive until then. Their target is really just going to have to be that Kael'thas. He is just doing so much poke to that team. Both towers and their gate down, and almost the healing fountain.
Yeah, those Gazlo is doing a really good job with those turrets.
Yeah, he really is.
I think Hammer needs to start concentrating a little bit on getting those turrets out quick because it's blocking Tychus off, not allowing Tychus to be able to do his job very well.
Oh,
He does get in
wonderful
there
grenade
with
throw!
the Kael'thas takedown. Gazlo is going to go ahead and retreat as well. See if they can get a little bit
Get a push out
of
of this.
experience
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
Experience is still fairly close. See if Hammer can finally set up in a safe siege mode for just a short time, but like you said, the death timers here in this early game, very low. Man, Tychus getting dangerously low. Hammer doing a great job blocking for him, though. Looks like the healing fountain will fall and both of them will go back.
Kael'thas going to come up here and see if he can clear this minion wave.
Level 7 talents about to go out for both teams.
I sense something. Release him.
Man, I foresee that stun flame strike into bomb combo being so dangerous later.
Man, Tychus is just really not able to stay in lane for any amount of time.
No. Looks like we do have first aids coming out of both Hammer and Tychus. Probably a very smart decision, especially kind of based off what they've been seeing with their health getting chunked by that Kael'thas. What do we have off of level 7 for Gazlo and KT?
So for Gazlo and KT, Gazlo has gone with Rocket Turret XL, and Kael'thas has picked up Fission Bomb, which of course is one of the main picks that we do see a lot in 5s. That's gonna just increase his damage all the more.
And that Rocket Turret XL is a pretty big deal because that's 2 additional targets for half damage. It just helps you clear those creep waves even faster.
And Tychus with the overkill. Gazlo just charging in there though to get that turret down.
Wow!
As Hammer goes down. Tychus is going to have to be really careful here. They definitely don't want to lose both of them right now.
No.
Back off.
And they melted that Hammer. There was so much burst from that KT. One thing you have to be careful too, especially with that living bomb, is when it blows up, it does a little bit of AoE damage around you, so you almost have to be careful not to be near your partner or near your creeps.
Yeah.
Oh, will
And
it
that might
finish
get
him?
him. Oh,
No.
so close.
I can barely see the health bar on that one.
Yeah, I think Marikappa's cheeks just puckered up a little bit whenever he saw that as he was running off.
Looks like Mittens is, at least at this point, going to hit level 10 first. What do you expect to see ult-wise out of these guys?
With Kael'thas, I actually am expecting to see Pyroblast. I feel Pyroblast is going to be absolutely insane in 2s. Although, you know, Phoenix is definitely also a good choice, that zone control, and will put out some decent damage.
Yeah, I could
feel-
honestly see either being very, very good. The only reason I would argue against Pyroblast is that both Hammer and Tychus have knockbacks that could interrupt it.
Yeah, it does have a very wide range cast if Gazlo can...
Oh, so much
man.
damage going on to Mittens. Doesn't look like they're quite going to be able to pick him up, though.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, Tychus has that knockback that interrupts. I guess it still will interrupt on this Tuesday. But.
Well, I think it will continue to interrupt because Pyroblast is a non-moving channel.
Yeah, it will.
Those changes are going to be very interesting, though. They'll shake a lot of things up. Team Mittens definitely going to hit their 10 a little bit before Kim Jong-un does. And there it is right now. Looks like we have Grab Bomb from Gazlo. KT is not picked.
Yep, Phoenix. With Grab Bomb and Phoenix, that's going to be a nice combo.
That's insane. These guys are going to have to be really careful for the next few seconds until they hit 10. But it looks like that fork is probably going to go down.
Yeah, and the cooldowns on Kael'thas ults are so incredibly low. That's another reason I think he's going to be all the more strong in twos.
Wow.
Hammer's definitely in some trouble here.
Able to get her first aid off. Man, that was close. So it looks like Tychus went with his Odin, and Hammer went with her Napalm Strike. Napalm Strike being very good just in general, but wow, so much damage!
Oh man. Yeah, Napalm Strike is an amazing heroic ability for Hammer. I've always really wanted to see somebody go ahead and try out the other talent for twos. Especially at level 20, if you just have that bullet going through middle lane for the rest of the game, it doesn't do a ton of damage to structures, does some.
You could eventually take down a keep with that, though.
Yeah, you could take down a keep with it, and if it does hit a hero, because that thing is going to be going the rest of the match, it does do quite a bit of damage.
The only issue with that is, like you said, it is at level 20, and some of these games don't make it that far. So that'd be a lot to bet on that you could last until that point. But then, yeah, you really would put the other team on a...
Oh man, that Phoenix going out again.
I love the Infested Tychus skin. It just looks awesome. And he really wants him. But KT with the stun is just doing a really good job landing that. Mittens definitely has Kim Jong-un on the defensive right now, though.
Absolutely, and they need to be really careful. If they're below half health, they are not safe from Kael'thas. So. Oh my god! Nice, excellent grenade.
Grenade plus the napalm strike. They needed that badly. That will give them a brief reprieve. Hopefully they can push a little bit with this KT downtime. Kappa really going after Gazlo hard. Dodge it. Oh, wow. The grab bomb went out. That's a long cooldown.
Yeah, it is. I'm not really sure if that was a misclick or if he was just gonna try and suck him back if he continued to chase.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he did not chase, and it just...
It's okay. KT's little 40 whatever second ult really makes up for that. It's just mind blowing that that ult is still that low of a cooldown. In my humble opinion. Level 13 talents coming out. What do we have on Mittens' side?
So for Mittens, we have Gazlo picking up turret storage, which is going to increase his turret charge to 3, and Kael'thas going flamethrower increases the casting range of flame strike by 50. So yet another talent that is not
range.
one you see a whole lot in 5s, but his talents have seemed to be working out for him so far.
Yeah, for sure. And he's gotten the increased range on multiple abilities now. So, which is probably really smart, trying to just stay in that back line. The further away he can stay, the better.
Yeah, he's really wanting to stay out of Sergeant Hammer's basic attack range whenever he goes in siege.
Very, very smart thinking on his part, for sure. Give it another level or two, though, and that's when things are beginning to become very dangerous. Look at that burst. Gazlo is being able to do a really good job because that bomb is almost a great peel for Mittens. Not wanting to, blocking off an area and not wanting to go in as to not get stunned. Phoenix is out again. Man, what a zoning tool that is.
Looks like they may get both towers down right here. Mittens gonna have to be careful. That overkill is gonna take
nice. Maracappa has been doing a wonderful job at getting those KT kills and some really good grenade tosses.
Yeah, every time he's been able to get in range and get that overkill off, it's worked out great for him. It's just
now see, this is
so
the power
tough to get in there.
of Gazlo. He was doing a wonderful job at just dropping turrets as he ran. Oh, he almost dropped that turret right on top of Kappa. That was close. Lots of damage going out on the Kupo. Will KT be able to get there in time to save him? Oh, looks like they're not going to chase. Probably a smart move on their part, especially with Regulus as low as he is. He's going to have to be really careful that he doesn't get in range of that KT. There's the first aid. Oh, lots of damage going out on the Mittens. See if Regulus can finish him off. I'm not sure if he meant for that concussive blast to do that.
Yeah, Mittens did a great job with that stun to interrupt the overkill, and then that Phoenix to kind of back him off. So another nice thing about that low cooldown ult, you can use it. You don't have to be scared to use it. You know.
Yeah, you can use it defensively.
Yeah.
What kind of level 13 talents we got on the side of Kim Jong-un? I know we didn't go over those.
So Maracappa on Tychus has gone Lead Rain. Overkill applies the stacking slope to 20%, and Sergeant Hammer with Giant Killer.
Interesting. I guess just trying to eke out every little bit of extra damage they can. Man, look at that. Look at the just zoning on that Phoenix.
Yeah, so they are out of healing fountains. Just a little bit of damage done on their keep there.
The one thing they're going to be really careful about is Mittens is going to hit 16 before they do.
Yeah.
And that's scary. We could see an engage here. Kupo running back. Mittens is here. Nice dodge.
Nice sprint by Tychus.
He was totally anticipating that Tempest win.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do whenever Kael'thas has that increased range and speed on it, because that thing comes out pretty quick.
Props to you, Kappa. Props to you. Oh, they just hit 16.
Yep, and we have Ignite on
course.
Kel'Thas. And long-range turrets from Cupo on Gaslow.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
gravity bomb! So
Ignite.
much damage!
Ignite is just absolutely insane. Applying the living bomb on targets as well.
They are just pushing so hard right now. And Kappa and Regulus just can't afford to go back.
Yeah, and they need to be really, really careful right here. If they die, it's
Probably game over.
yeah, probably game over. But at the same time, can't really afford to go back either.
Good use of his ult there to really kind of clear that stuff out and give them a little breathing room so that they can go back.
Here comes Mittens and Cupo. Mittens being super aggressive, really liking the playstyle he's been putting on with Kel'Thas and these twos.
And very liberal use of that Phoenix too.
Yeah, and I mean it's doing some decent damage on that keep right there.
Oh man.
So.
Those first aids definitely earning their keep on Kim Jong-un. Oh no! Oh, he did. They both got stone shield.
Yeah, at this point, that is
Probably a smart move.
yeah, about what they needed to take.
Good adapting to gameplay by getting that stone skin.
Yeah, that's
Shield right there.
It's pretty unfortunate for Sergeant Hammer having to waste that tier 16 pick
Oh,
on that.
I know.
But he really needed it.
Dead Sergeant Hammer does no damage.
Oh man, there goes Sergeant Hammer. Oh no, the
No.
that stone skin.
Uh-oh, looks like we had a Kupo disconnect. Oh, he's back. He's back. Don't panic. Nope, start panicking.
Oh no, oh no, he's gonna be going off into other lanes. Q needs to
There we
ping him.
go.
Okay.
We've got a pause going. Got a pause going. Darn those crafty AI. Crafty AI.
Yep. So we'll give him the 2 minutes to see if he can get his connection established.
Yeah. Let's switch back for a minute to our pretty faces. Hi, Greg.
Looks like Mittens may be ready.
All right. Yeah, give him the okay, and we'll get back into it. And this is going to be super hard for Kim Jong-un. They really just need to get some kills at this point.
And let's see. All right, they are ready. Looks like they are going to start the game back up. Right.
And we're back.
Welcome back, hero.
What would a tournament be without technical difficulties?
Exactly. And with the state of the reconnect system as it is right now,
Mittens taking a lot of damage. So much damage going on to Regulus, though. That Phoenix and Grav Bomb together just destroying him. Thankfully, they did force Mittens to go back, but Americappa getting dangerously low. Oh, the last bullet. This is not good for Kim Jong-un.
hammer is going to be back up, but
Kupo
do not know if
is
it's
going to
gonna
go
be enough.
hard trying to get this keep down. And I think he might be able to do it.
yeah, and here comes Mittens, and that looks like it's going to tie this series up 1-1.
Wow. Loved the play on that. Good job to both teams. Well done.
Do you feel a Kael'thas ban coming on in this third and final game of this match?
I do. I
Yeah,
do
well,
feel a Kael'thas fan coming on. Kael'thas did so much burst damage. He's insane.
Yeah, and it's not only that, he does excellent siege damage as well.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. How
Yeah,
much
excellent though.
damage is coming out.
First round, we are going to be going to a game 3.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It is.
I love it when you have some of those earlier tournaments or the earlier rounds that actually are super, because both these games have not been like horribly far off. First game was super close. This one was a little more push heavy on the side of Mittens. They just went super aggressive. I love that though. I love seeing the aggressive play. So just give us a minute, guys, and we will get you into game 3.
If the mic's muted, why did you type it? Oh, you have to mute your mic too.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Our bladders are empty, but our hearts are full right now. I've always wanted to use that line. We're getting ready for the picks and bans for this game 3 of Mittens versus Kim Jong-un, and both games have been pretty awesome so far.
Let's see what this first band's gonna be.
Guessing one of them will be KT. Just a feeling. Just a feeling. Oh, the suspense. We need the Jeopardy music.
All right, so we have a Nubarak as the first ban once again.
Not a surprise. I mean, Kim Jong-un used a Nubarak amazingly that first game. The noob respect. And the Gazlo ban. There you go. From Kappa.
A Gazlo ban before the Kill Thas ban. A little bit surprising to me, but yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would be very surprised if they don't ban KT. Zagara ban. Who will the last? And there's the KT ban.
There he is.
So they basically banned their team they used last game. Seems like a reasonable call to me. We have an Asmodan pick on the side of Mittens.
Phil, so there's going to be 2 bans per team, and the high seed bans first on the first game, and so the lower seed will get the first pick, and the first pick is going to be Asmodan and then Sylvanas right after.
Not surprising. I bet Kim Jong-un did not want to give them a Sylvanas Asmodan combo again, as that was very close, probably a little too close for them game.
Yep, and Mittens is going to pick up Nazebo. So for base Mittens, we're going to have an Asmodan Nazebo combo.
What do you think they're going to team with Sylvanas?
I honestly have no idea. We'll have to see if they felt their hammer did a fairly good job last game. Oh,
Jaina.
There's a lot of damage right there.
Ooh, that is a lot of burst. So again, we've got a very push-heavy team on the side of Mittens with Nazebo and Asmodan, and then we definitely have some push, but then they've got that raw damage. I'm actually really liking this because we've not seen a whole lot of support characters really.
Yeah,
it's been all about the pushing power or just like raw damage.
Yeah, I think a lot of people really figured that out this last tournament we had. The first one, there was a lot of support paired up with either an assassin or specialist, and it started out that way at the beginning of our last tournament. However, we did have Shot in the Bullets come and play that tournament, and they just went super push heavy, aggressive, in-your-face play style.
Zagara
are starting to adopt that.
Zagara Falstad and Zagara Hammer or something like
Yep.
that. It was pretty crazy. So on Mittens' side, we have Mittens on Nazebo and Kupo on Asmodan.
And then over on Kim Jong-Win, we have Omera Kappa picking up Jaina and Regulus on Sylvanas.
And this is the third game of this series, though, so the winner of this will move on. What kind of level 1 talent picks we got going out here?
All right, so over on Kim Jong-Win, we have Sylvanas picking up With the Wind and Jaina going Deep Chill. In base Mittens, we have Nazebo going Death Ritual, and Asmodan, of course, going with Taste for Blood once again.
So we'll definitely have to keep track of those stacks again this game on that Taste for Blood. I really I like the pick. I like Americapa's pick, the Deep Chill, because neither really Nazebo or Asmodan has an escape, so the extra slow is just going to make it that much harder to get away.
Yeah, Nazebo has that wall, but not strictly a pure escape. So.
A lot of aggression early. I like seeing that.
Yeah, it's another change we've seen so far in this tournament. It used to be teams were kind of feeling each other out for the first 5 or 6 minutes, but so far it's been in your face from the get-go.
Makes for more interesting games, I think.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to be watching both Mittens and Kupo, because both of them have their stacking talents going. Nazebo with his health and mana, and Kupo with his damage. Lots of damage on a Regulus. Oh!
Wow. Almost
It's
had our long-awaited Asmo dunk.
It's a good thing that dunk does not do a whole lot of damage early on. That was close. But you're right, no, I really do kind of want to see a dunk at some point. I think the Asmodan stacks are going to be a little harder to get this time around than they were their first game for them, because Sylvanas sets that up so much better than Nazebo, in my opinion.
Yep.
That Shadow Dagger just really does a great work at lining up Asmodan stuff.
So we will be coming up on the level 4 talents fairly soon.
Very even so far. It's just been really back and forth, a lot of damage going out, but no one dying quite yet.
Yeah, it was going to be pretty tough to top that 58-second first death of last game.
Yeah.
That was pretty quick.
I almost expected Regulus to teleport in there to try and finish Nazebo off, but it doesn't. He probably smartly realized he did not have enough mana to do that. Wow, Mittens getting very low. Both Mittens and Coop are pretty low right now, honestly. Looks like Mittens will go back. And this is kind of an interesting dichotomy for the first game, because you have Sylvanas able to counteract that crazy Asmodan minion push much better than before.
Absolutely. For level 4 talents, we have the pickups. Over on base Mittens, we have Kupo and Asmodan going Bound Minion. Mittens on Nazebo going Spider Cluster. And then over on Kim Jong-Win, we have Regulus's Sylvanas going in Venom. And the same pick for Mera Kappa's Jaina.
Burst, it's all about the burst. Burst, burst, burst. That Nazebo could get messed up pretty quick with the double Envenom.
Absolutely.
And I have a feeling Nazebo is probably going to be their first target, just due to the nature of Azmodan's health pool. Lots of damage going out. I like seeing the spider cluster talent. It's because it's interesting to note those spiders are not targetable, so you cannot stop them chasing and attacking you until they die on their own. And it looks like ammo is gone on the side of Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big for their early pushing power here, as long as they can kind of keep Regulus and Americappa in check.
Lots of damage on the
in
Mittens.
Trouble. And
Very
Mittens
nice
gonna go
pickup. Yeah, had a nice double Envenom, and then the pickup from that. Very well done. This is good for them because they'll be able to get a little damage onto those towers, which up until now they really haven't been able to touch.
Yeah, that, and then it's also going to allow their towers to go ahead and restore a little bit of ammo at least.
And for those wondering why on some of the support characters we've seen why there is no Mule, Mule is banned in this tournament because it can provide a very unfair advantage to the team that does not have it, and if both teams have it, it can delay the games unnecessarily.
Yeah, and with the amount of bans we have now, most likely it would turn up that only one team could possibly get
Exactly. Oh, and they're back! They are just wanting these towers so bad. They're doing a great job, just all the minions keeping those towers completely out of ammo. Let's see, check out Kupo's damage stack. He's only up to a 30 damage bonus right now, which is actually lower than he was this time first game.
Yeah, that'll start increasing fairly quickly once he gets that black pool at level 10. However, they have their level 7 talents up now. Kupo and Azmodan going Infernal Globe, Mittens Nazebo with Gidbin, Regulus Sylvanas, Unstable Poison, and Jaina is going Frostbitten.
Fairly standard picks, I'd say. Mittens taking a lot of damage from that blizzard, but man. Here. Oh, Regulus!
Gonna go down again. Oh, wow. Barely getting just enough health regeneration back to hold off that Envenom.
Man, a lot of people kind of miscount that Azmodan laser, how much damage that thing can do. Got to get out of that thing immediately. And it looks like Mittens is starting to creep ahead a little bit XP-wise.
Yep, with getting those towers and that gate down, did help them out just a little bit. Kim Jong-un in a little bit of a retreat here. Let's see if they can get a push off. Maybe even just get that healing fountain down. But no, they're gonna go ahead and retreat. That burst damage with Jaina targeting Mittens is just
that's gonna be big,
terrifying.
And not only nice catch by Mittens. A lot of damage out onto Regulus there. And this is gonna be something that gets even more terrifying once Jaina gets her water elemental. Combined especially with that Sylvanas wailing arrow and the 0 escapes from Kupo or Mittens, we could definitely see a turn there.
With that wailing arrow, she might actually go Ring of Frost to lock him down.
Maybe.
Stand there. they have enough burst damage. They may not need that. Another thing to keep in mind, so Mittens has that wall, but really the only person he can target with it is Americappa on Jaina, because Sylvanas can escape from that fairly easily. So
looks like Americappa is going to go back. Regulus can do a pretty good job by himself keeping those waves back just because Sylvanas.
Because Sylvanas.
Because Sylvanas. There's no explanations needed. But the big issue here for Kim Jong-un is Mittens is going to hit 10 first. And by a good almost half level probably. They're going to have to be very careful because Kupo will most likely get that black pool, and those dunks are going to be very detrimental to low health.
No, Asmodan actually switching it up this game. He is going demonic invasion.
Look at that! It's a great pushing ult, honestly. I mean, look how fast that fort is melting. Just those little minions. You got a nice half its health gone.
Nazebo, of course, going Gargantuan. No surprise there with the Sylvanas silence.
Oh yeah. You'd almost, if you'd gone Spirit, you'd almost just be setting yourself up to get silenced. We do have level 10 now out of Kim Jong-un. The Gargantuan is out. The Water Elemental is out. Americappa taking a lot of damage.
Man, that Gargantuan just does so much damage now.
It does.
It's not easy to take down.
I think Americappa got kind of caught in the stun from it, and then they just bursted him down. The fort is still standing though. It and its 3 ammo. Yeah, it looks like fairly expected ult picks. I figured Water Elemental just because of how much damage that can do. You saw Mittens almost died to it long after Jaina was dead. See what our Asmodan stacks look like. Looks like we're up to 64 bonus damage. He hasn't been able to quite build that up as much as he did last game. And especially now that he didn't take Blackpool, it will probably be slower. But man, those Mittens towers looking impressively healthy. Mittens getting crazy bursted. That's what Double Envenom will do for you. Water Elemental is out. They're trying to chase Kupo down. But man, that health pool in Asmodan. Oh no. Regulus getting really low. Oh, the dunk! Yes! Yes! The dunk. We saw a dunk. Oh, that's fantastic. Man, Mittens and Kupo pushing in really hard onto these towers. Mittens taking a lot of damage though. Very nice pickup. Kupo getting slowed. Looks like he will go down too. Greg, I think you're muted.
In fact, I was.
I was really wondering, I was super sad that you were not celebrating that dunk with me.
I had so much golden commentary going on right there as well. That's a shame. The world will never know.
The world will never know. Oh, that's so sad.
As a tear streams down my face.
Yeah. That was, man, that was exactly what Americappa and just the Kim Jong needed. Getting both those kills and pushing back. Sylvanas was able to just walk up to both of those towers and just knock them out and the gate.
Well, we do have the level 13 talents now. Kupo picking up Relentless on Azmodan. Mittens picking up Sprint on Zebo, which seems to be like a fairly good choice the way the game's been going.
Oh, the
Sylvanas.
arrow's out!
Oh, gosh.
So much damage going on to Mittens!
The sprint was not enough, and that slow.
Wow! That burst!
Dominated.
But Sylvanas picking up Evasive Fire, and then Jaina picking up Sprint as well. They're going to go ahead and get in here with that
See,
push.
this is a big
game's turning
deal
around quick.
because Sylvanas can just lock these down, and they don't need the minion wave with them to push. Fort goes down. It looks like they probably will retreat as Nazebo is back up, and they both are very low. But man, what a push, right? You're muted again, Greg.
A decent level experience. Games.
I'm missing all your golden commentary.
I know. It's this darn mechanical keyboard, man. I gotta keep it muted so it's not smacking all over the place.
Clickety clacketing. Man, the pushing power of Mittens is crazy, but if Kim Jong-un can keep pulling out these kills, I think they've got a pretty decent chance of pushing back. I mean, they are almost a level ahead.
Yep. If you are just joining us again, I know Lucius commenting on the talent choices. So in the 2v2 format, you're going to see a lot of talent choices that you do not see in 5s. That would honestly just be downright terrible in 5s. So it's another great thing about the 2s. A lot of different play styles.
Wailing Arrow missing, but Kupo getting that slowed. That extra slow from Jaina really paying off.
Yeah, and as the game is spreading, there's longer distance to travel to safety. That slow is just
it's killing them.
Mittens apart.
And oddly enough, it's the Azmodan they're going on. They've kind of backed off the Nazebo a little bit because of that sprint, but the Azmodan has no such thing. Looks like all the ults are down right now. So I would assume we'll wait another 30 or so seconds before we see a big engage. That Gargantuan is really good for pushing, but it can be very unreliable in team fights. And he really brought that out early.
Alright, here we go. Base Mittens trying to catch up on that experience once again.
Level 16 has been reached by Kim Jong-un. What kind of talents are we looking at?
So on Kim Jong-un, we have Regulus going with Cold Embrace, and Americappa on Jaina going Numbing Blast. Which is another reason I think Kupo went with Relentless this round.
Probably.
With that silence from Jaina, and he's just been getting absolutely destroyed by Jaina's slows.
Oh, and here it is. The big push. Mittens taking a lot of damage. The silence arrow hits Kupo.
Oh, Regulus going to go down. Mittens going to go down as well.
Marikappa
Oh,
going
man.
down. Kupo stays up.
Red team
Wow.
dominated.
That was an insane fight. I think that Regulus just went in a little too much and kind of got caught out. The arrow only hit Asmodan, it didn't hit Nazebo.
Yeah, and
GG coming out from Kim
yeah,
Jong
we
Win.
have, so chat room saying right now Demonic Invasion was the biggest mistake so far. And I think Demonic Invasion just won them that game.
Yeah.
So
Congrats to
just goes
Mittens.
to show.
for
Never know
winning.
what's going to happen in twos. That was a very back and forth game. Great games. A great
That
3-game
easily could have swung either way. No question. Alright, and we are back. If I can fix your...
We're back means we're off.
No, we're back means we are on camera.
You said fix my thingy. What thingy are you trying to fix?
Your little Skype window. I was chatting with you, and it like popped up or something. You could only see half of you. It was just horrible. But man, what a crazy match that was. Good job, Mittens. That was that was so back and forth. I'm really impressed. Great best of 3 on that one.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And again, great to see our first round going 2-3 matches. So that means Based Mittens is going to be moving on to face Dynasty, composed of Smash Zord and Multi Zord.
Oh snap! We are going to take just a short break, guys, and we'll grab our next round to cast. So give us just a minute or two here, and we will be back. More Lords of the Lane 2 action.